to Tennessee because we're tracking a big story there as well. This has to do with a huge explosion at an ammunitions plant outside of Nashville. We know some people have been killed, others are missing. Let's listen in.
Happy to see is all of these agencies. It's not just one, but we've come together and we're making the very best team effort that we can to move forward. Please keep in mind that these families, and I've said it up front, I said it to start with, that's where our thoughts and prayers need to go right now. And we've just got to take one day at a time or 1 hour at a time. We're processing things. We're finding out more information. We're trying to figure out, maybe the cause of this. There's not going to be a short explanation for that. I know I may have repeated myself there a little bit, and forgive me, but we're all tired and trying to put together the best effort we can and remember the families and who we're working for. I do want to touch on Accurate Energetic. They are here with us. The facility's here with us. They have discontinued operations. They're focusing on their families, their employees. They're focusing on the next things that they need to do to try to make everything best for their people. We've got critical incident folks on the scene. I'm just sitting here trying to think through the scene. We got the critical incident people here for the families as well as some of the first responders. For those of you that don't know, it was about 7:45 a.m. this morning that this explosion happened. We had a really amazing response from the first responders, fire. And here again, I commend those first responders because it was multiple jurisdictions. They worked together. They got the situation under control very quickly and safely. And when you see or you pull up to the things that they were seeing and doing and having to do at the time, they done very, very well. And anybody any questions?
Sir, you mentioned the word souls earlier. Can you tell us how many people have lost their lives?
I can tell you that we've had, there are fatalities. Do I want to put a number to that? Because I always, and those of you that have known me in the past, I always wish for the best. Is there a possibility that somebody might be injured somewhere or somebody that we don't know about? Yes. I can tell you right now that we're looking for 19 individuals. And a lot of times when I have these types of situations, I refer to them more than just a person. They're a soul to me. So we're trying to, I can tell you that we're missing 19 souls right now.
Sheriff, I was wondering how many people were working at the time and how many people were taken to the hospital.
I don't think there was, I think 4 to 5 individuals that was taken, maybe even by POV. I can't talk about the ambulance part of that. And forgive me for some of those early questions and not being able to answer them. We've concentrated so hard on getting the scene secure, getting things moving, taking care of basically the security, getting the personnel that we need here that I can't answer some of those early questions. So forgive me for that. I don't want to give the appearance that I'm avoiding that.
Have you had a chance to see the building, and can you describe it?
Can I describe the building? There's nothing to describe. It's gone. It's, again, it's the most devastating scene that I've seen in my career.
Sheriff, do you know what kind of work they did in that building specifically?
I do not, ma'am. I do not. I'm not familiar with day-to-day operations of that.
I see a lot of family members that are waiting. Are they waiting for confirmation about if their family member is missing, or what communication are you having with them right now?
We have communicated with the family. We've done it twice. We wanted to get some solid information because we was sliding a little bit in information that we were receiving and from past experience from the flood and those kind of things, that we wanted to make sure that we had the information, the correct information that we needed to talk with. So yes, we have spoke with families. Again, Accurate Energetics is taking care of those families and trying to do everything that we can to comfort them and get them the information as quick as we have it.
I know it's early in the investigation, but does it appear it's accidental or intentional?
Can't answer that. You know, and it's something that's a good question. And the reason I say that's a good question, you know, in law enforcement, we have one opportunity. And that's the reason why you see a lot of things that we have to do in law enforcement. We have to make the worst assumption. We have to make that and prove it away that it is an accident. So we only have one chance at the evidence. We only have one thing or one chance to be able to do the things that we need to do. And we're going to be slow, methodical, and diligent and do everything that we can to make sure this is what it is. And there again, we're working for those families and those people that were in that building to make sure we get, if they deserve justice, we want to be in a situation that we get them justice. And that's how we have to approach these situations.
Okay. And there was another report that there was a destructive explosion in 2014 in the same building that was operated by Rio.
All right, so we're bringing you this live news conference happening in McEwen, Tennessee. Local sheriff speaking there about a massive blast that happened at a local plant that manufactures explosives and supplies ammunition to the U.S. military. I think we've got some video that we can show you of that plant in question. And as you're going to see, there's really nothing left after the explosion. One of the questions
couple of different businesses
was, you know, whether or not there was the building to speak of. But take a look. The whole thing is gone. The sheriff saying, really, the whole thing has been blown up. The U.S. military was supplied by this company. It happened about 7 hours ago, give or take. There are 19 people missing. There are fatalities, but we don't know how many. It happened at a company named Accurate Energetic Systems in McEwen, Tennessee. That's a small town about 100 kilometers west of Nashville, and we'll keep our eye on that and bring you any details and developments as they come in.